Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Black Clover. Last time around, where was it? I'm home, that was it. Sorry, I'm getting confused looking at where we are today. But honestly, it probably doesn't matter too much, like, talking about the last episode, because today we're doing something a bit different. But we'll go ahead and go over it. Last episode we had I'm Home, which was the gang had defeated the Queen of the Witches, and she was just like, yep, I can't counter this cat, so that's that. And they got the magic stone from her, went back to the Black Bull's base, and basically saw where everyone was. Magna and Luck had gone to a dungeon and become super uber powerful, but then they went back to themselves. Ghosh and Gordon were at the library and became nerds, and then they went back to normal. Charmy and Gray were out foraging for foods and became stricken with mushrooms, and then they got better. And yeah, they had a nice little relaxing barbecue outside for a job well done. So yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. Today, we are doing a double feature. We have two episodes that we're watching today in this video. We are watching episode 66, which is The Eye of the Midnight Sun's Secret, which I have been informed is the recap episode. It happens, you know, gotta save a couple bucks, you know. You got animators going on doing other episodes, probably, you know, the episodes we had a couple episodes ago. But, you know, you gotta save your people over there. What do we do for episode 66? Well, we'll do some stuff, but, you know, put it all together. But we also have a special episode today, which is the All Magic Nights Thanksgiving Festa, which appears to be a Jump Festa special episode. Pretty sure probably not canon or anything. So we're going to be watching both of these here today. And specifically, like we did last time with the last recap that we did, we're going to be watching the recap dubbed, actually, because I thought that was just a fun idea. Check in on the dub, see how everything is, and before we dip back into the sub. So we're going to go ahead and watch episode 66 first, and then we're going to switch over to the special episode. That we'll probably watch subbed anyway. So it'll be a bit of a mix mash. I can't say words, so let's get started on the episode so that we can say words. Also, because we're doing these two episodes here in the same video, Tuesday, the next video will be episode 67, which doesn't really matter if you're watching this, you know, later, but it matters to the people, you know, watching this as it comes out. So yeah, with that said, the link to the reaction for these episodes is down in the description and the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into episode 66 to start us off. Here we go. I mean, they did get a little bit of fan service with Mimosa, yes. which I literally joked about. I was like, yeah, Mimosa, why don't you start doing those prayers, you know? Why don't you take your shirt off and douse yourself in water? And then they did that. It's just like, oh, geez. I love, though, that it's just like, no, we can't just have these three. We need more fan service. So it's Yami, Julius, and then Marks. But no Asta and no Noelle or Vanessa. Like, the three that you would kind of want the most fan service from. I mean, obviously Mimosa, which you got, but the others, obviously, you know? I mean, the ones that would kind of make the most sense, they're three main characters. I guess Vanessa's probably more of a supporting character, but still. So, I don't know. But I'm gonna be quite honest. I'm very proud of Black Clover for doing mostly male fan service. I mean, hey, I can appreciate a good male body. Makes it sound weird, so. You know what I'm just seeing? On the release here on this, it says, released March 1st, 2022. Is the dub super behind? Because what we've been watching, I've been taking note that we've been, like, I think we just finished off, like, 2018. We're moving on into 2019 in terms of when these episodes were released. And I know that Crunchyroll, depending on which version you watch, will put when that version was released. Because I've been rewatching The first season of Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I watched it back in the day in 2018. Never got around to watching the movie, so I rewatched season 1. I got through all the movies. I cried a couple times, but that's okay. And pretty soon I'm going to be moving on into season 2, Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus. But I have Crunchyroll defaulted to dub, which is why at the beginning, well, I guess you guys don't see this, but at the beginning of every Black Clover, I always have to go in and switch it to Japanese because it always defaults to dub. But because of that, it also defaulted the Bunny Girl Senpai episodes to dub. And I saw that it's like, oh, released, April 4th, 2025. And it's just like, no, it was released in 2018. I know, I was there. But I switch it to Japanese and then the original date comes out. So that's an interesting thing, that this dub seems to be behind, actually. In fact, it makes me wonder. I could just go, because I gotta go back to the episode listing anyway to get to the Jump Festa special. But let me look real quick, actually. No, it says everything is dubbed, but I don't know. I don't want to look at everything too closely, so. But yeah, that's an interesting thing. That was the dub just a couple years behind? I mean, that's like 4 years behind, but, well, 4, maybe 3 years behind, but still, it's like, what's going on there? I don't know. But pretty much like we said, in the last recap episode, good voices all around. Again, I thought there were a couple voices I thought that would be a bit different. Veto, again, I thought Veto would be like a very deep, like Patrick Seitz kind of voice, but again, I like that. Julius I thought was good. I didn't look him up, but I thought Julius was good. The only thing maybe also is I kind of expected maybe a bit more of a deeper voice on the Queen. They didn't show the Queen too much, so I didn't get a good feel for her voice, but I kind of expected something a bit deeper to match more of the Japanese voice. But otherwise, I'm sure it's good. So, but you guys know me. I am a huge advocate of English dubs. Like I feel like if you watch all English dubs when you watch anime, I think you're fine. I think you're watching the anime just fine. So, even though I've now begun more of a mix, which honestly we're doing more sub than dub right now, just because of how many episodes of Black Clover we do a week. But I now I like to keep a nice healthy mix of dub and sub here on the channel. So, I wanted to watch Black Clover sub because it's a big shonen anime, and I thought, hey, why don't I watch a shonen anime sub finally, But we're also watching Delicious in Dungeon right now, which is dubbed. I'm thinking the next show that replaces that is probably going to be dubbed as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I like a good mix, and, if you say you only watch subs, I don't judge you. If you say you only watch dubs, I don't judge you. I just, watch what you watch, It's a little strange. I think the only thing I don't like in this dub is the fact that they say Asta, which I don't remember that from the last one. Maybe it must have happened and I just have forgotten about it, but I don't really like that they say Asta instead of just Asta, Because it just makes sense. Oh, also, I don't like Clover clips. Just say Petite Clover, But that's okay. I don't know. It's silly, and obviously it doesn't ruin a dub, but those two things don't ruin the dub. But I don't know, maybe it's because I'm having like war flashbacks to Ong instead of Aang in the Last Airbender movie. That could probably be why I'm like hesitant on Asta. It's like I remember the days of Ong and Sokka and Iroh. It's just like no. So, anyway. Thanksgiving. Let's keep moving. Hooray for Sister Lily. She got 1,000 masks. Good grief. We finally got Noelle and Sister Lily in the same scene, and it's just a fucking non-canon Thanksgiving special. I love they never mention Thanksgiving whatsoever. It's just, yeah, that's just when it happened, you know? That's just when this particular Jump Festa happened. The other thing, she needs to teach Noelle that spell. That'd be a good spell for her. You know, that freaking water fist. Noelle needs that. They have similar magic. They have water magic. I don't know why I never put it together that his two love interests both use water magic. The one who's pining for him and the one he's pining for. Maybe at a point he'll realize to go after a girl his own fucking age. That's the thing. I think we looked up that, like... Didn't we look up that, like, Sister Lily was, like... Was she, like, 19? I can't remember now. I swear we looked that up at the beginning. But, I mean, good grief. That was fucking 66 episodes ago. So... that was a long time ago. So... I don't fully remember, but... Alright, well, that's the Thanksgiving special. Honestly, now I don't know how long we're going to talk about it. I might, and you guys will have already seen this, but I might have actually just taken the discussion after episode 66 and put it back in the YouTube video. So, I don't know. Good grief, man. Good freaking grief. I do like that the only one that was funny was Charlotte. You know? I don't even remember what she said in the redub scene, you know? But... but I like that. Man, it sucks, because she was actually ahead for a while, you know? I also love that, you know, it's not canon, obviously, but at the same time... Like, this isn't canon, obviously, so they can do whatever the hell they want. They literally break the fourth wall and reference the show they're in. However, I love that it's like, no, we have to... It does technically take place after all the stuff we've seen, but Fuegoleon has his arm. He still has his right arm, and he needs that right arm, specifically for tennis. So, tennis. It's a shame we didn't get an all-out tennis battle, but that's okay. It's the special episode. This was, you know... Which I'm assuming this, you know, obviously didn't even air. I'm assuming... Well, maybe it aired specifically, but I imagine this aired at Jump Festa. So... Black Clover... Jump Festa special. Yeah, it's an OVA. It didn't actually air on television. Wait, are there more? Wait, are there more that aren't even on here? Jeez. Because I found the 2016 Jump Festa OVA. But this is different. Wait, is there more? Hang on. Do I have to go look now? Do I gotta go look now and see? Hang on. This is gonna be weird, but now I gotta go see. Are there any others? I'm literally not looking at titles. I'm looking at episode numbers. Don't worry. I'm not looking at anything else. We good. Somewhere around here. Are there more? No? I don't know. Alright, I saw nothing, by the way. I wasn't looking at titles. I wasn't looking at thumbnails. I was literally just looking at episode numbers. Is this the only special episode they have on Crunchyroll? Am I missing more special episodes? Good grief. Well, if I am, we can watch them another time, you know. Obviously, there'll be more recap episodes, I know that, but... Man, oh man. I don't know. Is strange. I will say I like that they don't go too far into Noelle and Nozel being there, you know? Because when it's just like, you know, what's my big magic spell? And he's just, you know, he just puts in his own, like, thing, like, what it would be called. Eagle's Roar. And it's just like, it's not all about you. And then they all do that. And it's just like, fucking fuck you people, you know? So, I at least like that. Like, we're not ready to deal with We're not going to deal with Noelle's family trauma in a fucking Thanksgiving special, you know? Good grief. Good friggin' grief, man. But it's great. I love this, man. I mean, this just shows... I just fucking love this show, man. Because, I mean, this show will always now remind me of the old days, you know? Which is ironic because the old days for me came out about the same time that this did anyway. But for me, the old days is the old days of My Hero Academia, man. Back when that shit was so good. And I remember the special episode that My Hero Academia had, where it was like in the middle of the provisional license exam, they were just like, we need to stop because it's like, it's a special romance week, so we need to do a special episode. But then they also sort of tie that into the movie that was coming out, so here, this isn't even canon in the slightest, you know? This isn't canon in the slightest, it's just a goofy little thing for Jump Festa. But, I like it. I like it. This will always remind me of the good old days. And from what I hear, that's just going to keep fucking going throughout the whole show. So I'm glad for that. I love it. A lot of Gordon. This was like the most Gordon screen time we've had in a long time, you know? But I do like that, like, trying to find where he is. I almost wonder if that genuinely is he there? It's like the snail in Adventure Time. Go find Gordon, you know? That was good. I like that. And then just the surprise at the end where it's like, oh yeah, Sister Lily is here. You just beat the shit out of Asta and Yuno, and then took the prize by knowing the name of her own fucking village, you know? She's you know what Sister Lily is like? She's like a combination of Mimosa and Noelle. Like, she has the kind, you know, peaceful, adorable temperament of Mimosa, but she has the fucking firepower that Noelle has, you know? That's what Sister Lily is. She's a combination of this is why Asta likes her, you know? Hey, you know what? That's the thing, though. She beat the shit out of him. Just punched him with a fucking water god fist. And then he was like, marry me. It's like, you know what? Asta likes a strong woman, you know? Asta likes a woman who will just kick his ass. Which bodes well for Noelle, because she kicks his ass a lot. So, that's the thing, like, Mimosa, Rebecca, all the other girls, like, no. You have to be able to beat the shit out of him, you know? You gotta be able to beat the shit out of him. He wants strength. He really is. Asta is just fucking Goku, you know? He's just Goku. It's ridiculous, but I like that. There's a reason Goku worked, and they did it again. They recaptured that Dragon Ball magic with this show. I fucking love it. I will always love this show. I feel like, of course, I said I would always. I feel like I said I would always love My Hero Academia, and that didn't turn out to be true. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything works out with Black Clover. We'll see. But so far, so good. 66 episodes in. I fucking love this show. So, well, we should probably get moving to the next episode. Get back to the plot. Get back to canon. Get back to, you know, we got to rebuild the fourth wall and get back to it. So, with all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Black Clover reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.